Bay. The saga of the great Hudson's Bay Fur Company. And of the brave men who traveled the untrekked wilderness from Labrador to California, from Minnesota to Alaska. Starring Barry Nelson as Jonathan Banner, Hudson's Bay Man. With George Tobias as Pierre Falcon.
In the blazing hot summer of 1810, Pierre Falcon and I were ordered to report upriver to Fort Chippewan, where we would be given further instructions.
Attack? Somebody attacks and counts three first?
Somebody seems to. As you were. Nothing wrong, Winslow?
This happened all. This is,
You wouldn't like me to put you on report, would you?
No, sir.
Then I suggest you speak with more respect. And to behave like a man, not a weakling.
I'm glad not to be a soldier.
So am I. At least until it gets cooler. What? Where's the old benefactor? Carry on, Sergeant.
What? Run! Hurry! Run! Run! Hurry! Run! Run! Hurry! Run! What? Run! Hurry! Run!
This is the most difficult country up here. Just around that area.
Banner, Pierre. Here they are, sir. Sir John Chester.
Banner, the directors of the Hudson's Bay Company have offered to help His Majesty's government find a route through the Wind River country for possible future military use. We selected you and Falcon as guides and advisors to the expedition. An honor, sir.
Oh, we appreciate it. As you were. I'm not aware that I changed my order. Until I do, continue. Get Winslow out of the way, first. Carry on, Sergeant.
Run! Run! Hurry! Run! Run! Hurry! Run! Run! Hurry! Run!
Captain Malton will be in command of the expedition.
Beyond this part of the country, I'm not too sure. But the Indians, the Balakulas, they're friendly. They will be glad to give help.
Obviously, you're going to be of great help, Mr.
Banner.
And you, too.
Pierre Falcon, like Mr. Henry said before.
Of course. Always takes a bit of time learning new names. You understand that this is a military undertaking and the command will be vested in me.
Certainly.
To keep everything clear, I'd like you to sign articles of enlistment for the duration of the mission.
You mean we have to be soldiers?
I don't see why that's necessary, sir. We'll do our best as civilians.
Of course, I don't expect you to be soldiers. Simply a matter of form.
No harm in it, Banner?
And whatever, so long as it's only temporary, and the army doesn't try to steal 2 of the company's best men.
Very well, Captain.
Good. Good.
Forward, halt!
Detail! Forward! March!
Day after day, Captain Malton marched his men, and us, from dawn until sunset.
Captain Malton, will you call a halt? Detail! Halt! Are you tiring, Banner?
Why, no, sir.
You have no privileges the other men haven't. Supposing any man could sing out for a halt just when he felt like it.
Well, I've got a reason, sir. We've reached Bella Coola territory, and Pierre and I had better find the Indians if we're going to get guides.
I see. But remember, you are under military discipline. What you mean is you should be ordered to be sent for guides.
Yes, sir.
Very well. You are ordered to do so. Detail! Shun! Forward! March!
He's not human. He's a devil.
Quiet, Winslow.
Fool! I had that.
Not feeling well, sir.
Hasn't been too much for you, has it, Winslow? I've asked no more of you than I have of the other men, or myself.
No, sir.
10 strokes of the lash.
No, please. No, come on, gentlemen. Let me go! Let me go! Ah!
1, 2, 3.
Captain Malton.
Yes.
Captain Malton. Shouldn't punish that man.
I am in command here, Banner.
If you punish this man in front of these Indians, they're liable to lose respect for all white men. And we're not going to go very far without these guides.
Carry on, Sergeant.
Resume punishment. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That settles that.
How long will it take us to get into the valley with portage over the mountains?
About 2 weeks.
A waste of valuable time, but...
Yes. Well, you can rest your men, and I'll take the Indians and try to find the best way through the mountains.
Mr. Banner.
Yes?
Did I give you an order?
No.
Are you trying to take command of my men?
No, I only assumed.
You assumed too much. It seems to be a habit of yours. When I give an order, I expect it to be obeyed. You two men, you're going down the rapids. Try to find the safest way. You'll all be coming up.
We no go. That was stupid.
You don't know Indians, Richie. He disobeyed an order.
You won't forget that you slapped him and made him lose face in front of strangers.
All right, those two men. Officers don't like losing face either, Mr. Banner.
Take it.
Don't waste it, men. Can you make it, boy? You know, we're falling behind.
We can make a litter, sir.
Time. We're behind schedule. The men are loaded down already. And Winslow doesn't want to be a burden, do you?
He wouldn't be a burden to us, sir. Might as well untie us, Captain. There's no place where we can hide around here.
Your contribution, as always, is a little late, Mr. Banner. You want to rest some more, boy? You stay here till the sun goes down, till it's cool. We'll bivouac up ahead. You're a young lad. Your strength will come back when the sun goes down. You can catch up with us then. Come on, Poole. Let's get moving. We're way behind. Way behind.
Find a tree, get some shade.
Come! Forward! Go back.
chap think Winslow's got a chance of making it?
Not if somebody doesn't go back after him.
10 years of soldiering, I've never abandoned a man before.
You don't have to now.
Can't go against orders.
Look, Pierre and I'll go with you. We know this country, and we can be back before the captain wakes up.
We find the boys and make a deal.
Oh, this is an honest deal. We're coming back.
Well, that's what I mean. Well, I don't want to make you sergeant of trouble.
Never saw a man scout before.
You want more than one scout, Monsieur Banner?
Get out of here.
Wiped them out. Oh, man. You. On your feet. Pressure. Get up. Sergeant, those men who freed them. You'll hang for this. You'll hang with them for insubordination.
Captain, it's useless to go after those Indians. We've lost too many men.
Nonsense. They're shamming.
Captain, let me lead you back to the fort.
Lead? I am the leader of this mission. Now I understand better what I should have known from the start. You want to replace me.
Captain, I must take over command.
But it is possible that the exact opposite of your testimony is the truth. Isn't it, Mr. Banner? You admit that Captain Malton was courageous under fire, that he displayed bravery when the Indians attacked the expedition. Well, then, perhaps Captain Malton, a dedicated officer, only tried, as he maintains, to carry out his mission. And you instigated a mutiny. Started it, in fact, long before the Indian attack. If you are all guilty of gross disobedience, as Captain Malton implies, wouldn't it be wiser for you all to get your stories together in such convincing fashion as is shown here?
Sir, Captain Malton was a sick man.
Doctor, would you judge your patient mentally incompetent?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer. It's always a matter of opinion whether a man is mentally incompetent or not. We are all mentally unwell at one time or other. Now, on the whole, I would say that Captain Malton suffered mental fatigue at various times during the march, which is understandable after the ordeal he went through. But there's nothing to suggest that he was mentally unfit to command then, or is in any way unfit now. In fact, he's responded beautifully and is an excellent man, as you can judge for yourself.
Well, then I suggest we call Captain Malton.
I think we'll have to, sir.
Call Captain Malton. Glad to see you looking so fit, Captain. Don't keep you long, sir. Now, Captain Malton, the question before us is if there were deliberate mutiny on your expedition, or if you were guilty of the needless death of Private Winslow and a reckless waste of lives.
Charges against me are pure nonsense. As you can undoubtedly tell from the evidence before you. From the very beginning, Banner tried to discredit me. His manner was discourteous and offensive. He tried to incite the men against me. Take, for example, what happened to young Winslow. He was so much under Banner's influence, he pretended fatigue, hoping that I would succumb to this pretense of sympathy. But I knew it was all false, and in an attempt to shake Winslow out of his make-believe, I had to leave him behind. I had to tell Winslow I wasn't fooling. I had to show him. And those Indians, they refused to obey my command. But did Banner come to my aid? Oh, no, he didn't. He sided with the Indians.
All the evidence corroborates your statement, Captain, and I can only apologize for having to call you here to testify.
That's all right, sir. Many a younger officer would have been overwhelmed. But Banner never fooled me, and he never fooled any of the men under my command. They'll all testify. They'll tell you.
Gentlemen, may I ask the captain a question?
Yes, of course.
Captain, how many men were wounded during the march?
They trying to discredit me again, saying my men were wounded. All my men are safe. Every man who serves under my command is safe. I'm a responsible officer. I look after my men.
How many men died, Captain?
Died? Ask them. There they are, out there on the parade ground. Call them. Come in out there. Pull in. Pull in, I say.
Doctor, what's the explanation?
I'm sorry. Might have gone on for years, and we'd never have known.
Attention! Parade! West! Attention! Parade! West! Listen! Straight out there! Lies chest out. Eric, the button of your jacket. Sergeant Poole. What is there report? Winslow. Are you ill, boy? Oh, speak up. If you're ill, I'm sick, because I've always tried my children to obey my orders. You understand? But I wouldn't let anything happen to you. Well, answer me. That's a direct order, Winter.
Please, answer. I beg you, please. Please answer. Oh.